Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week, but before we can get into all the juicy goodness that we're going to have this week, we need to wrap up last week, so let's go ahead and dive into this. No, don't do that. Let's dive into the final sleep report. That's what I meant to do. Dive into this final sleep report, and let's see if we got not snoozing type this time around. Our final chance to, have a decent sleep report, but we'll see. It's probably not going to go well, although we did have some storms last night, so maybe I slept better. Maybe that means more slumber. It does not mean more slumbering. It is still quite snoozy. So that's bad. That's real bad. Snoozing on the beach is pretty rough for me at the moment. We are going to get about 190 million, somewhere around there. I did get lucky. The one meal that I made yesterday did go extra tasty. And oh man, that is a lot of 3 stars, 190.1 million. With 5 3 stars, we might actually get a good amount of dream shards out of this. Maybe even a good amount of research XP as well. That'd be cool. I see Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Don't need either of those, so that's not good. Ooh, there's a Chansey though. There is a Chansey. So we got Jigglypuff, Rattata, Slowbro, Kangaskhan again. Wigglytuff, Chansey, and Diglett, as well as one new sleep style. Well, let's see what that is. It's never the direction I go first. Oh, it was you, right down here. This must be, is this the final one we need? Puffed up sleep? For the Wigglytuff? Maybe? Just maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out. If I can click the button. It is, it's the final one, the 3 star. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, not worth a lot for a 3 star, but it was one of the base Pokemon we had in the game when it released, so not super surprising either. Slowbro, no, I need Chansey to be hungry. That is unfortunate. Well, as rare as Kangaskhan is, I actually found out that the first one I caught the other day when we caught that one, I was saying that I didn't have a good one. I could use a better one. No, the other one's actually pretty good too. Not as good as the one we caught, but still pretty good. So we don't actually need a Kangaskhan, and as rare as it is, I'm actually going to feed the Chansey just because we need the eggs more than we need a rare Kangaskhan at this point. So I'm going to feed that. Unfortunately, no big hit, nothing doing. So we're just going to move on, sadly. Sadly, we're going to have to move on. Not sending that out, but I will send out the Kangaskhan candy because it is rare, and I did see some people say they wanted some Kangaskhan candy. So I'll send that out while I can. We're going to move on. Sadly, not going to catch anything today, but it is what it is. 12,209 research XP and 13,139 dream shards. Not too bad. Not too bad for wrapping up how this week has gone. It has been a week. Oh, yep. Do want to collect that mission. I put in a lot of work to get those 440 favored berries. I want to collect that before we move on. All right. Now we can move on. Get our weekly summary out of the way. And hopefully, I should get at least an A this week. I don't think there were any days where I really messed up my sleep. But maybe. You never know. Master 16, final strength was 1,901,407 with 454,146 gains from berries and 1,447,261 gains from cooking. Kind of to be expected. We weren't trying to push as hard as we did the week before, and we got an S rating for 6 more small handy candies. Nice. We're going to need that when mini candy boost comes around. All right, yesterday I was talking about how I didn't know which island I wanted to go to, but I do want to try to get to rank 65 by the end of the week. So as much as I would like to go to Lapis, I actually think I'm going to go to Old Gold Power Plant because I feel like it has the highest potential for research rank XP returns. Also, if we somehow manage to hit Master 20, which is almost impossible for us to do at this point, we will get another island done. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not really going to be necessarily trying for Master 20. I am going to try to push as hard as I can, but Master 20 would require a different kind of effort versus what's more reasonable and feasible. We got desserts and drinks, which is kind of nice while we're here on OGPP. I kind of like it. Maybe time to work on a Palmy. Palmy is really good for desserts and drinks and OGPP, so even better when they're combined. But, maybe we do that eventually. I would like to catch a better one though, so we'll see what happens. All right. I did get Prime XP team swapped in last night before I went to bed. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I did have to leave Toxicroak on the team because our oil production was not what it needed to be for me to swap him out. And that's not enough oil. That's not enough at all. But luckily, we rolled desserts and we don't need the oil, so it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and collect everything we can from everybody here. And then we will be able to make breakfast. And since we prepped, we won't have any issues making a solid breakfast this morning. Skill triggers from a few Pokemon too, which is really nice, especially those that charge their own energy. All right, let's make some breakfast. Let's see what we got going on there. Let's see what we can do. It's gonna be the tea time corn scones, which we did get to 65 before, so it's gonna be as strong as it can be. Looking at these others just to see if it's even possible for us to really make them somewhat consistently, and I don't think it's gonna be. Definitely not Zingzap, because we don't have the leaks for it. Yeah, the eggs are holding us back on the macarons. The eclairs we could do, but we would need a pot expander. Yeah, we'd need a pot expander fairly consistently. We need 102 space, so we need 2 triggers from our Flareon every time we wanted to make it, but it is possible. Awesome. For now, though, I'm going to throw in these herbs, all 2 of them, because I forgot. When we're making tea time corn scones, we only have 2 extra space. So that's fun. Yeah, there's some stuff we could do, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit once we get to moving the team around. For now, 64,312 is a decent start to the week. Let's show you what's going on. That does mean that we can throw Skeledirge on the team, though. We can get those favored berries and a bunch of apples really quickly. Maybe get all the apples we need for the entire week in just a couple days. So that's interesting. It's something we could do, or we put Skeledirge on the Prime XP team overnight, let him get some XP and also bring in a ton of apples in the morning. Won't be enough to get us through the entire day just from the overnight amount, but is going to be a significant boost. For now, basic 4. Are we actually basic 4, or did we actually go to 5? Actually 4, right? Is that correct? Maybe. Yes, actually basic 4. Okay, so not a bad start. Not a bad start. But first, let's grab our 200 sleep points. It's going to put us at a grand total of 2020, which is very interesting. And then for our daily lottery, Trip Biscuits would be very nice. Come on, come on. Love me, game. Love me. Love me. 10 diamonds. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad. It's been a while since we got the big jackpot daily gifts. 100 diamonds, Trip Biscuits, that kind of stuff. Great Biscuit, I think, is in there too. It's been a while since we've gotten any of those bigger rewards, but, you know, all part and parcel. Boop. Double Yachi berries again. If only that was the favored berry, you know. If only Amber Canyon was here, that'd be great. But, you know, it's not. It's not. It is what it is. Okay, let's check that news. There is no new news, but we do have our monthly premium gift. Actually, quarterly? No, just the monthly one. Okay. So we got us 1,000 sleep points and a good camp ticket. So could use that for a super skill week. Could potentially be a chance for us to get to Master 20 on OGPP, but unlikely. Also may want to not push ranks too much during super skill week if we're trying to hunt a bunch of Pokemon. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that one. I'll have to think about that. We did get 37 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. Doubled up out of 37. Very nice. Very nice. A little over a third. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's back it up. Let's figure out what we're going to do with this team. Are we going to get 2 more Yachi berries that quickly? No, but we did get a Wiki berry. I really would like to make Clodsire eclairs as much as possible, especially early on. And there is a decent chance that we could do that. There is a decent chance we could do that. But I think, first and foremost, we should prep for tea time corn scones. Have those up and running. And then once we get a decent amount of ingredients for the tea time corn scones, then we can try to get the Clodsire eclairs, because those are going to be more iffy. But at least in the meantime, while we get Clodsire eclairs set up, we can at least be making scones. So I think that's going to be the plan. We're just going to set up for scones right now. We should very easily be able to get a ton of apples, a ton of ginger, most likely a ton of milk, which may also help us prep for the cocoa on top of that. And then Beware is the only one that is a small concern in terms of the fact that he doesn't bring in anything that helps with anything other than scones, but not the worst. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and swap out Toxicroak. I think I am going to go ahead and put Skeledirge on the Prime XP team overnight. I'm still going to be trying to get levels on the Prime XP team, and on top of that, the Prime XP team is going to help in several regards. One, it'll bring in the ginger we need for Clodsire eclairs for scones, the apples as well for scones, and we're going to get some cocoa from Clodsire that can help with the eclairs. So maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday, we can start making some eclairs here and there, ideally for every meal, but I think that's going to be unlikely. The only other thing I could do to really help with that is, instead of putting Meowscarada on the team, I could swap in my Flareon, who I believe has a very, very, very high chance of getting double triggers first thing in the morning. Let's check and see what we're looking at here. Let's let numbers and math be on our side. 52% chance, so 50-50 odds basically that we get double triggers first thing in the morning. 5.7 throughout the day. I think it's a pretty solid average. Pretty solid that we'd be able to get them frequently enough. So I could throw Flareon on the overnight team. That might actually be a good idea. And also get Flareon some XP as well. Even though it's not desperately needed, it is nice. So we might do that. It's not going to hurt. At the end of the day, we're still getting XP on the two pseudos, which are the main things that need that XP as much as possible. Clodsire also needs to get to 60, and Skeledirge is definitely not going to hurt to get to 60, even though we only technically needed him at 50. It's not going to hurt to get him to 60. So we might do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Try to make Clodsire eclairs as much as possible this week, but then do scones as the backup. I think that's the plan. But for now, I do need to change the current team. So that's Prime XP. Let's switch to not curries, desserts. For desserts, that's gonna be a different story. We're gonna go ahead and put yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put Skeledirge on this team as well. And then we also need Tyranitar on this team. We need the apples, we need the ginger, the corn is a problem. I went too far is a problem. Where are you at, my guy? Is this reversed? It is reversed. I didn't go too far. I didn't go far enough. That's what it was. There he is. There's our guy. Yeesh. There's our guy. Nice. All right. And then, yeah, we do need the milk and cocoa. We don't need you. We need Beware. Perfect. Cool. Select. And then I think we do actually need Gardevoir right now. I think, let me double check though. Let's check the team's energy. Gardevoir's at 125, that's good. You two, I'm not really worried about. These first two, especially you. Yeah, definitely need it for you two though. So yeah, we'll put Gardevoir on the team. Use this team. We'll stack up some ingredients. Hopefully I can get, I think unfortunately we're gonna have to make tea time corn scones all day. Today I don't think we're gonna be able to make Clodsire eclairs very quickly. Ooh, coffee. Also, I forgot about coffee. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that at some point. But I think we can do it. I think we're gonna end up probably by the end of the week, we're gonna make scones probably 70-80% of the time. And then we'll be able to make it Clodsire eclair that other 20 to 30% of the time. but that'll just have to be how it goes, and we'll just have to like try to read the situation and make sure that we are being as efficient as possible with making the Clodsire eclairs as often as we can and not missing opportunities to do so. That's going to be the biggest hurdle, is making sure that we're not missing those opportunities when we get them. I think I could make lunch now. I should have, no, I don't have enough. I definitely don't. That's fine. I wouldn't even make it right now. If I could, I would actually wait, try to get some ingredients and try to get at least a little bit of extra tasty odds from Dedenne just to help out the scones, since we can't make the Clodsire eclairs as much as possible. With an extra tasty, the scones are going to be about as strong as a non-extra tasty Clodsire eclair, roughly. It'll be a little less than that, but it'll be close. So that would help if we could get as many of those as possible. But first things first, we need the ingredients to make the meal, because if we can't even make the meal, the extra tasty chances don't matter. So we're going to get the ingredients first. The fact that we have both of these two on the overnight team does give us a little bit of leeway once we get a couple of meals worth to swap them out for something else. Potentially Flareon, Dedenne, or Vikavolt to get some coffee, or Venusaur, because like I said, if we don't have the ingredients to make the eclairs, I mean, I said this for the scones, but it also applies to the eclairs. If we don't have the ingredients to make the eclairs when we have the pot space available, it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. That's going to be the plan. Very involved this week, trying to push the ranks as much as I can, trying to get as much research XP as possible. Which does also mean that potentially towards the end of the week, instead of the Prime XP team, we might be throwing on the Ultimate Sleeper team to get the extra research XP bonus that they offer, which is going to be, where's my sleeper team? I should have gone the other way. Yeah, my overnight team here is going to be, that's Dream Shard. There we go. Research XP bonus times 3, which is 9% each. So 27% extra research XP whenever we can use them, which I might even use them earlier if we have the opportunity. We are currently just at a point where I really want to hit 65 by the end of this week. That is the ideal goal. We're going to see if we can make that happen, and we need high value Pokemon spawns to make that happen. So we're at 123,737 research XP until we hit rank 65. It's possible, but it's going to take some doing. We're going to have to get some good luck on our side. We're going to have to make sure that we're on top of the ball with the Clodsire eclairs, making those as often as possible, and hopefully getting some extra tasties on those Clodsire eclairs, but definitely getting extra tasties on the scones as often as possible. So I'm going to have to be checking the game every hour to 2 hours just to make sure that I am on top of managing my pantry, and maybe even calling for using Flareon from time to time just to expand the number of ingredients we can put in for our scones. Even if we can't necessarily make the eclairs, getting extra ingredients in the scones will also add up on top of that. So could be doing that as well. But that is going to be the goal for this week, hitting rank 65. And like I said, it's going to take some doing, it's going to take some luck, but I think it's possible. We just gotta really try to push through these ranks as quickly as possible at the start of the week, which is why I want to hold off. Even if I could make lunch, why I want to hold off, get some extra tasty chances, and try to get lunch and dinner today extra tasty if possible. Even if I can't make the eclairs, getting those scones to go extra tasty for lunch and dinner would be a huge benefit. So yeah, gonna take a lot of micromanaging, but I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself a little bit. You guys understand what I'm trying to do. You know the goal. You know what it's gonna take to get there. Any suggestions or advice would be appreciated. You know, even if it's something you think I already know, go ahead and drop it in there. There may be somebody reading the comments that doesn't know. We all are here to help each other and to have fun. For now, the missions. I get another Grub and Incense. I feel like I get that pretty much every time we're here. But getting to Grade 2 will get us 2,000 Dream Shards, Ultra 4, a small Dream Cluster, Master 3, the Grub and Incense, We got to give favorite berries again, which is definitely going to happen. We got Skelly Durkee on the team. That is going to help a lot. That'll give us the 3 small handy candies. Go to bed on time 5 times, 15 diamonds. Befriend 10 Pokemon may or may not happen. May or may not happen. But 2K Dream Shards if we can, and give out 15 biscuits also may or may not. Another 3 small handy candies, and use 279 candies. We got to find something to use candies on this week. But we should also get a good amount of Dream Shards in return this week from 1, pushing ranks, and 2, getting this ultimate sleeper team on every so often, at least towards the end of the week. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Rank 65 is the plan, and we'll see if we can make it. But that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers Illusion, YT, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, and SDK Posse. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel for as low as $1 per month, you can click that subscribe plus or join button right below this video. You can also find the link in the description to my Ko-Fi for a one-off donation, as well as to the live stream channels and the Discord, where you can come hang out with a cool group of people and talk about Pokemon Sleep and other fun stuff. But other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.